Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, and I'm just going to lay down our cards for this week. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Our first card this week is the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is a great card. Four of Pentacles talks about stability. It talks about having a firm foundation to build on. And it's a really good, steady card to start the week with. Now, the Four of Pentacles can be a bit kind of ambiguous, and it can be, sometimes it talks about you might feel like you need to protect what you've already got. And it also can mean that you have a good energy to start with and to build on. So it has sort of a bit of an ambiguous kind of meaning in the cards. But when I'm looking at the pig, if the pig looks kind of happy, then I'm kind of thinking that's a message to say we're fine with what we've got actually, and now we can start to build. Where if the pig sort of looks a little bit shifty, then I can be thinking, you know what, just go steady, protect what you've already got, don't take risks. It's that kind of energy really when I look at that pig when he looks a little bit shifty. But doesn't look shifty today. He looks like he's quite happy with what he's got, and we're moving forward. We're going to be able to build on that. So really good, strong card to start the week with, like the Four of Pentacles. It's a really nice energy to start building for the rest of the week. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle of the Witch's Wisdom. Let's have a look and see what we've got. I do have to say I really am enjoying working with these cards. They're fabulous. If you like them, have a look on my, I'll tie it in at the end so you can see my walkthrough of this deck. It's a fabulous deck. I really love it. So we've got Three of Earth. So the Three of Earth is a bit like the Three of Pentacles in the standard usual tarot deck. So Three of Pentacles to me is talking about creativity really, and being able to kind of create something for yourself. These tend to be talking about practical things. When we're talking about Pentacles, they're of the real world. They are, you know, sort of not all kind of airy fairy, not all thought based, not emotion based. This is practical stuff. So it might be something like learning a new skill. It might be something about really attaining something with that new skill. This often comes up for me, and it doesn't mean that this is the book meaning or anything like that necessarily, but it often comes up to me when we're talking about taking something that you might do as a hobby or a pastime or something that you're really passionate about, and turning it into a career. So, you know, it could be something like learning to do pottery and selling your pots. As an example, it could be something like baking, if your passion is baking, selling your cakes, making a small business out of your cakes. So it's that kind of energy. It's a really nice, strong energy that talks about that, being able to make something of yourself. Make something of your skills. So that's the energy that I've got. When I'm looking at this card, this Three of Earth, this is nice. I like horses. Horses are kind of one of my favourite. I love all animals, to be honest with you. It's hard to pick a favourite. But I do love horses. I think they're so, when you look in their eyes, they're so knowing. They seem to see inside you. They're very, very astute animals. But horses tend to talk about freedom, and they tend to talk about, and that's the word that comes to mind to me when I see a horse galloping across a field or something. It's freedom. You know, when you let them go out in their field and they bark and they jump, they're so free, and that's the word that comes up for me when I think about horses. So maybe there is something in that. You know, if you go work for yourself, create your own business, you're free. You're free of the trappings of having to go work for a big corporate or whatever it is. It can be that kind of freedom, that freedom to follow your own creative path. So really, really lovely, lovely card there. So I'm just going to put down one of these beautiful symbolic aura oracle cards as well. Have a little look and see. What we've got with this deck. Oops, upside down. Okay, so wow, that is interesting, isn't it? It's like a supernova, and that's like an eye, the shape of an eye. So this could be talking about being able to see clearly what you want for yourself. Being able to, we've got lots of purple, we've got lots of white in there, a bit of spiritual enlightenment, maybe being able to use your third eye, using your intuition. All of that kind of energy is what's coming up for me when I look at that card. So I'm just going to have a look in the book and see what Ian says for number 47. Says the mind is buzzing, hence the card is suggesting using all this energy. Give it direction and purpose, like being a kid in a sweet shop, which jar to pick up, then pick them all. What the card is also giving a reminder for concerns all the ideas that now reside in your mind. There is a need to whittle down to what you want to do. So that's right about what I felt like with this eye shape here is this getting focused. Yes, being able to use the third eye, I think that's important with that because I've got a lot of spiritual energy around this. But getting focused, this is about getting focused as well on what you want to do with your skills and your creative abilities. So excellent. So that's good. It says there's a need to whittle down what you want to do. In taking this action, the drive and ambition along with the I can do this attitude will carry you forward. So that is, I haven't read all of that, but that's the gist of what Ian's saying about that card. So in terms of the cards for the week, we've got a steady sort of start. Four of Pentacles, quite steady, quite stable, just something to build on. Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles is again talking about building something, taking your creativity and using it for your betterment. And again, this kind of energy of focus. I feel really spiritual when I'm looking at that. So maybe that you're looking at something that is good for your spirituality. It brings you joy. You feel closer to the universe than you would do if you just carried on doing what you're already doing. Maybe something new to learn with that Three of Earth as well. So that's what we have with those cards. I'm just going to pop down a little message from Brian to go with the lovely tarot and oracle cards we've got. Fabulous. Showtime. So Showtime is, wow, result. Things are really happening for you now. So it looks like we've got a really great energy for the rest, for next week. Showtime's a great card. Showtime's interesting and appropriate when it comes up with the Three of Earth, because Showtime is, when I think about Showtime, it's singing, dancing, jazz hands and all of that kind of thing. So, you know, singing, dancing, acting often come up with the Three of Earth because they're creative pursuits. It's not solely that. Creativity can be all sorts of things. It can be growing plants in your garden or in your house. It can be baking. It can be cleaning. It can be, you can use your creative skills wherever you want to use your creative skills. It doesn't just have to be singing, dancing, acting. But that Showtime to me talks about that, and I keep being drawn back to what I used to call musicals therapy. is just getting on your favourite piece of music, whether it be a musical, whether it be pop music, whether it be rock and roll, whatever it is that just floats your boat, just singing it because you don't care whether anybody hears you. And it's funny because I think the last line, I didn't read all of it out, but I'm just going to have another quick look at what Ian said in the book. It says here, the last line is, dance like no one is watching, sod it, even if people are watching, for they will start dancing to your tune. So that's an interesting little tie-in that I hadn't really noticed until I started to talk. So yeah, really feels like nice energy. Have a wonderful week. Thank you very much for watching. If you wouldn't mind liking the video if you have liked it, and share it with people that you think might like it. And subscribe to my channel. Those things cost you absolutely nothing to do, and they really, really help me out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.